Hey guys, Lord Jonathan here. So here's my review on the Ninja character display. So the first two minifigures here are Kai and Zane. Now Kai uses his brand new mold for the ZX masks, but honestly, I didn't like it at first, but now it's grown on me, so I'm very happy for that. And he does have his movie redesign face print, but again, they can't use the Dragon's Rising faces because obviously they would look very, very inaccurate. And Kai uses his ZX armor piece. And again, if you're wondering why Cole, Jay, and Lloyd are using the golden armor piece, well, it's mostly due to the fact that LEGO hasn't discontinued the gold, and the silver and black armor pieces are gone from existence. So yeah. Now his torso is very, very reminiscent of his original 2012 minifigure. So yeah, I think that's very nice. And here's his back printing with his flame emblem on the back. So yeah, I think this is a very, very nice minifigure. And here is the Sword of Fire, which I think is a very, very nice piece. And this is the second time they remade it. So yeah. And next we have Zane, which he does have the brand new ZX mask, which I think is very, very nice. And he has a brand new face print. Now, this is what Zane's facial expression is in the intro for seasons 1 and 2. So I think that's very nice. And here's his back printing, which is very, very cool. But I don't care too much about that. I think people mostly care about his brand new broken face. Yeah. Now LEGO has given this to us before, but honestly, this might be my favorite. And the other way to get it is a bit expensive, I think. I know it goes to the side, like here. It came on the 2015 Tournament of Elements Zane from that one blister pack. But yeah, I think that's a really, really cool minifigure. And again, the torso here is very, very reminiscent of his original ZX minifigure. But yeah, this isn't my favorite, but honestly, I do respect it for what it is because of the brand new face print. So yeah. Now, that brick is something that you guys should do right now if you aren't. And hey, what a coincidence, because I'm actually showing Cole right now. Same ZX mask, blah blah blah. Movie redesign face, which honestly I prefer Cole's movie redesign face way more than his original face print. But his scar face is very nice, and his ghost Cole face, well, I'll have to give LEGO that. Now his Side of the Quakes is very, very weird. I really prefer the Legacy version and the crystallized version. His original, I can't remember what it looked. Oh yeah, I can remember what it looks like, and honestly, that's way better than this crap. So yeah. So taking a look at Cole again, he's very, very reminiscent to his original minifigure. I have the original ZX Cole, and I couldn't tell these two apart because of the torso printing. But this has more gold in it than the original. So yeah. He looks very, very beautiful, and he also has his Earth emblem on the back with his movie redesign face. Because LEGO couldn't remake their ninjas' original faces for this set, sadly. So yeah. But also, it would make the set way more expensive, so I'm happy it's just €40. So yeah. Next up, we have Jay. Now, same mask, won't get into that, but this is very, very nice, and I really like the colours on him. I hate this face print, but LEGO did discontinue Jay's movie redesign face print, which I think is quite annoying. So yeah, but honestly, this face is ass. I prefer his movie redesign face way more. So yeah. And guys, don't mind the flash. My phone was on a low percentage, so the flash turned back on. So yeah, we're safe. He still uses his golden arm. Oh no, he has the golden armor. Hate this. They could have brought back just for Jay and Lloyd. Has his emblem on the back. Honestly, this looks really good. I'm happy they kept his silver arm. Well, you know, they could have. And I don't know if you can see that. Yeah. Phone's out of focus. But lightning on his suit. Yeah, it's so cool. And he uses this brand new piece for the Nunchucks Lightning, which came out in 2025, I think. And a lot of people are using these for mocks of the Nunchucks Lightning. But now you don't, because LEGO actually use it on the official one. So yeah, I do prefer the Legacy one way more. So yeah. Now, in case you guys are wondering why I don't like Jay's face print, it's just that his face looks a bit stretched. So yeah. Now moving on to Lloyd. New mask. Looks alright. Then, again, they could have made a new face print for Lloyd. Lego, you had a missed opportunity right there. Has his movie sword, which I think is called his Dow Blade. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but I love it so much. I'm very happy Lego gave it to him in this anniversary set. So yeah. And hey, they could have gave him his original spinner weapon from 2012, but I mean, I don't think this piece exists in green anymore, sadly. So yeah. Then, well, it's a nice minifigure, but honestly, making him gold was the worst decision ever. He uses Snake, which I know later version of Lloyd uses like a dragon, his golden dragon. Stand on. But he is an alright minifigure and is definitely my least favorite out of all these new suits. Now moving on to Nia, which might be one of my favorites actually. So she uses this samurai helmet in silver, which I think is quite uncommon piece. So they brought it back for the set, which I think is quite nice. She has the Tournament Sources armor piece with the black katana, which I don't have very many of, so I'm happy to have it here. And I added to my J because, well, they went on a date in season 1, so yeah, Jay definitely didn't beat Nia in season 2 of Dragon's Rising. Okay, guys, trust me. I think this minifigure is very nice. I like the blue sash on it, and overall, she is a very, very great minifigure. And I hated the original armor she had because it just blocked the printing, which really, really pisses me off. And if I do get the original Samurai X Nia, just know I do not like her. Okay. Oh no, Nia's bald. Has movie readers on face, but I really like this symbol on the back. And I'm quite excited that we're getting a ZX Nia this year, because again, it feels unreal. If we're getting ZX Nia, then maybe you could get DX Nia and be a pilot Nia and Lloyd. Lego, please, I will give you my kidneys. I promise you, I will give them to you this time. Now we're going to move on to the last two minifigures. Now we're moving on to Master Wu. Now he has this staff, which is actually the correct color, which I learned this year, which I think is very interesting because he always used a dark brown. So yeah. Now he has the same beard and hat, but I think this face print is brand new and was used on Legends Wu, I think. So yeah, his torso is very, very nice. And I think I prefer this more than his original, but it does remind me of his movie minifigure a lot. So now let's get on to the last minifigure. Now we have Liber, the Master of Lightning. Yeah, so this is our lightning piece. Nothing too special. And then we have our actual minifigure. So I changed her face print. It came from this CMF minifigure from 2024. And then I swapped her arms out for the CMF models to make her a bit more accurate and to give her a bit more, life. But yeah, she has some very nice printing, and the lightning here and on the arms is very, very nice. So yeah. Okay, guys, Ninjago's getting a bit too freaky now for me, but yeah, the torso here is quite the back printing here is very nice. So yeah, overall, I think this is a very nice minifigure and is easily one of my favorites from the 15th anniversary Elemental Master minifigures. So yeah, those are the minifigures. Now onto the build. So this bit here, you can connect to the other anniversary minifigures, and here's Liber on her little stand. Then we have the monastery gates, which can open up, and I think that's very, very nice. Now Liber couldn't connect, so you have to turn her around. That's just in case you guys don't own the set. But I like the little fade here. Kind of reminds you of a sunset. Then this is what the monastery looks like, which I think it's very, very nice. We have the battle between brothers. We have a little tea table for Wu and, Jay to sit on, since this shows Jay on the box art. And then you can open it up to reveal Wu. And who's that? Ryu. Hey, Dragon's Rising hasn't happened yet, okay? We're still in 2012, guys. Oh wait, if we're still in 2012, then I shouldn't be making this, because it means I was just born. What the hell? Now the set is very, very cool. This bit was a pain in the ass for me to put on because it wouldn't go on properly, but it took me a little bit. But yeah, Overall, for €40, I think this is a great deal. Although it makes sense because there's a lot of pieces in here. And when I went to buy it in Smith's, it was on the top shelf. So honestly, I'd recommend you guys buying this. I mean, get to it before the scalpers, and if the scalpers are there, then well, just use the time blades on them, just to prevent them going there first before you. But yeah, overall, I think this is a great set. I would recommend it to anyone who wants a taste of the new 15th anniversary wave. So yeah, that's all for this video, and bye.